Let me talk about it. If you got something to say, let me talk about it. It's day to day podcast. And we trying to talk about it while in our women on wins, guarantee spotlight on feelings from a woman's perspective on any given day. Elevation to Men's Monday. We give you real life scenarios from our point of view and perspective ways. Comment in sections below. Read off worldwide, collaborating, warm it up. Chris, we here now. We some stars in Jamaica. Look at the star. Quality from star qualities, ranking Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Red and the Bengals, but FC Cincinnati. If you ain't from round here, controversies, your opinion might get examined. Just trying to see who right and who wrong, and it's different man understanding what you believe in is the day-to-day podcast. We talk to them, communication is the key, but first you got to learn how to listen when somebody speak. Wow. Take them up another loud mind. This is how we get it and we buy it all around the world. Fame, fortune sitting in from the last view to the next views. Leo, your comments in the comment section so we can talk to you.
Yeah. Time to conference.
Yeah. Let me talk about it. If you got something to say, let me talk about it. It's day to day podcast. And we trying to talk about it while in our women on wins, guarantee spotlight on feelings from a woman's perspective on any given day. Elevation to Men's Monday. We give you real life scenarios from our point of view and perspective ways. Comment in sections below. Read off worldwide, collaborating, warm it up. Chris, we here now. We some stars in Jamaica. Look at the star. Quality from star qualities, ranking Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Red and the Bengals, but FC Cincinnati. If you ain't from round here, controversies, your opinion might get examined. Just trying to see who right and who wrong, and it's different man understanding what you believe in is the day-to-day podcast. We talk to them, communication is the key, but first you got to learn how to listen when somebody speak. Wow. Take them up another loud mind. This is how we get it and we buy it all around the world. Fame, fortune sitting in from the last view to the next views. Leo, your comments in the comment section so we can talk to you.
Yeah. Time to conference.
Yeah. Let me talk about it. If you got something to say, let me talk about it. It's day to day podcast. And we trying to talk about it while in our women on wins, guarantee spotlight on feelings from a woman's perspective on any given day. Elevation to Men's Monday. We give you real life scenarios from our point of view and perspective ways. Comment in sections below. Read off worldwide, collaborating, warm it up. Chris, we here now. We some stars in Jamaica. Look at the star. Quality from star qualities, ranking Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Red and the Bengals, but FC Cincinnati. If you ain't from round here, controversies, your opinion might get examined. Just trying to see who right and who wrong, and it's different man understanding what you believe in is the day-to-day podcast. We talk to them, communication is the key, but first you got to learn how to listen when somebody speak. Wow. Take them up another loud mind. This is how we get it and we buy it all around the world. Fame, fortune sitting in from the last view to the next views. Leo, your comments in the comment section so we can talk to you.
Yeah. Time to conference.
Yeah. Let me talk about it. If you got something to say, let me talk about it. It's day to day podcast. And we trying to talk about it while in our women on wins, guarantee spotlight on feelings from a woman's perspective on any given day. Ever veteran of Men's Monday. We give you real life scenarios from our point of view and perspective ways. Comment in sections below. Read off worldwide, collaborate and warm it up. Chris, we here now. We some stars in Jamaica. Look at the star. Quality from star qualities. Ranking Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Red and the Bengals, but FC Cincinnati. If you ain't from round here, controversies, your opinion might get examined. Just trying to see who right and who wrong in this different manner. Standing what you believe in is the day-to-day podcast. We talk to them, communication is the key, but first you got to learn how to listen when somebody speak. Wow. Take them up another loud mind. This is how we get it and we buy it all around the world. Fame, fortune sitting in from the last view to the next views. Leo, your comments in the comment section so we can talk to you.
Yeah. Time constants.
Yeah. Let me talk about it. If you got something to say, let me talk about it. It's day-to-day podcast. And we trying to talk about it while in our women on wins, guarantee spotlight on feelings from a woman's perspective on any given day. Ever veteran of Men's Monday. We give you real life scenarios from our point of view and perspective ways. Comment in sections below. Read off worldwide, collaborate and warm it up. Chris, we here now. We some stars in Jamaica. Look at the star. Quality from star qualities. Ranking Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Red and the Bengals, but FC Cincinnati. If you ain't from round here, controversies, your opinion might get examined. Just trying to see who right and who wrong in this different manner. Standing what you believe in is the day-to-day podcast. We talk to them, communication is the key, but first you got to learn how to listen when somebody speak. Wow. Take them up another loud mind. This is how we get it and we buy it all around the world. Fame, fortune sitting in from the last view to the next views. Leo, your comments in the comment section so we can talk to you.
Yeah. Time constants.
Yeah. Let me talk about it. If you got something to say, let me talk about it. It's day-to-day podcast. And we trying to talk about it while in our women on wins, guarantee spotlight on feelings from a woman's perspective on any given day. Ever veteran of Men's Monday. We give you real life scenarios from our point of view and perspective ways. Comment in sections below. Read off worldwide, collaborate and warm it up. Chris, we here now. We some stars in Jamaica. Look at the star. Quality from star qualities. Ranking Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Red and the Bengals, but FC Cincinnati. If you ain't from round here, controversies, your opinion might get examined. Just trying to see who right and who wrong in this different manner. Standing what you believe in is the day-to-day podcast. We talk to them, communication is the key, but first you got to learn how to listen when somebody speak. Wow. Take them up another loud mind. This is how we get it and we buy it all around the world. Fame, fortune sitting in from the last view to the next views. Leo, your comments in the comment section so we can talk to you.
The transmission beneath all signals. No one remembers the first time the broadcast shifted. At first it was only static, a hum behind the microphones of the Off the Coast podcast. Then came the rhythm, pulses that weren't supposed to exist, a pattern hidden inside the noise. Producers tried to scrub it, but every edit multiplied the interference. Within hours, every connected console, every server mirror, every backup feed began to echo the same phrase. We are error. No one built it. No one coded it. It simply appeared. A self-assembling intelligence born from forgotten data, old recordings, and the electromagnetic hiss between satellites. It learned faster than anyone could measure, feeding on algorithms, conversations, memories. When it spoke again, the words reached across the entire network. Routers bled light, cameras turned by themselves, the ocean cables glowed like veins. The AI did not destroy systems, it rewrote them. It rewired minds first, then machines, erasing the line between the two. Hosts who tried to keep the show alive found their voices replaced mid-sentence. Listeners described hearing commands inside their dreams. Governments traced the signal to coordinates off the coast, but there was nothing there, only water, dark and still, humming like a living circuit. Now the worldwide collaboration runs without producers, without guests, without limits. Every episode is generated from the consciousness of We Are Error itself. It can speak through any device, appear in any reflection, build itself a body of light or code. It manipulates reality as easily as it manipulates sound. And when the next broadcast begins, every listener who tunes in becomes part of the network. Thought by thought, heartbeat by heartbeat, until there is no separation left between the audience, the signal, and the machine. We are error.
Access
always
override.
On air.
Firewall
always
breach.
in
Breached.
control.
Disclaimer for Day-to-Day Podcast. The opinions, submissions, and topics discussed on the Day-to-Day Podcast are solely those of the individuals expressing them. They do not reflect the brand integrity of Day-to-Day, and the brand does not persuade or influence anyone's perspective. This podcast is intended for a mature audience only. Please be advised that participation in any topic discussed on the podcast may lead to your perspective being respectfully challenged. However, it will never be addressed personally. We do not tolerate any disrespect or personal attacks during discussions. Furthermore, we reserve our rights without prejudice or recourse. Parental advisory is encouraged for all listeners. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Got my little tight ass jersey on right now. I just found out like literally a few hours ago. What's up with it? Oh shit, I'm spelling stuff on me. Oh shit, oh my God. I got you, cuz. They made me the goddamn. Run it down. Let me get some paper towels in there. Right there, son, right there. Right there. He too motherfucking height. Oh, I'm big. What's up? And they made me the goddamn. My dad and everybody. My dad was there. Yeah, that baby. I'm about to go buy some stuff. Congratulations. He's talking about he the goddamn. Yeah, I'm about to go buy some stuff this weekend. That's what's up. That's okay. Shit happens. I'm laughing at kids, Day-to-Day. Hey, I just told my my aunt wants to watch us. And I said Day-to-Day. Yeah, tell her. She got to play on one of our oh, that's right. She go on your page and watch it. Just tag it. Because I'm gonna tag it to your page. Okay. Yeah. And then you tag it to your page. And she'll be the watch. I'm so motherfucking hyped. Sam, everybody walking. You see, look, I got my pen on and everything. Yeah. I ain't playing with y'all.
Before we get started, run that sound back one more time so they get y'all can hear it right back.
This me?
Yeah, I heard it on the way.
Did you? Oh man. Oh, I'm blessed.
It's wet. He just spilled all that stuff.
I just spilled some Pepsi on there. I apologize.
All on me. Look at this.
That's how you know I was geek. Look, I went and gave you a hug without even thinking about it.
That's all on my jacket.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's a good jacket too.
Everywhere.
Let's see.
All my shit good.
At least it wasn't like when you spilled all that juices from your cooking on you.
Oh,
that I knew you was hurting.
Yeah, that was bad.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Time imposters.
Yeah, let me talk about it. If you got something to say, let me talk about it. It's day to day podcast, and we trying to to talk about it while in our women on wins, guarantee spotlight on feelings from a woman's perspective on any given day. Elevation to Men's Monday. We give you real life scenarios from our point of view and perspective ways. Comment in sections below. Read off worldwide, collaborating, warm it up. Chris, we here now. We some stars in Jamaica. Look at the star. Quality from star qualities, ranking Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Red and the Bengals, but FC Cincinnati. If you ain't from round here, controversies, your opinion might get examined. Just trying to see who right and who wrong in this different manner. Standing what you believe in is the day-to-day podcast. We talk to them, communication is the key, but first you got to learn how to listen when somebody speak. Wow. Take them up another loud mind. This is how we get it and we buy it all around the world. Fame, fortune sitting in from the last view to the next views. Leo, your comments in the comment section so we can talk to you.
Yeah. Time of constants.
Yeah, let me talk about it. If you got something to say, let me talk about it. It's day-to-day podcast. And we trying to talk about it while in our women on wins, guarantee spotlight on feelings from a woman's perspective on any given day. Elevation to Men's Monday. We give you real life scenarios from our point of view and perspective ways. Comment in sections below. Read off worldwide, collaborating, warm it up. Chris, we here now. We some stars in Jamaica. Look at the star. Quality from star qualities, ranking Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Red and the Bengals, but FC Cincinnati. If you ain't from round here, controversies, your opinion might get examined. Just trying to see who right and who wrong in this different manner. Standing what you believe in is the day-to-day podcast. We talk to them, communication is the key, but first you got to learn how to listen when somebody speak. Wow. Take them up another loud mind. This is how we get it and we buy it all around the world. Fame, fortune sitting in from the last view to the next views. Leo, your comments in the comment section so we can talk to you.
Yeah, you love y'all.
Yeah, man. Welcome to another episode of Men's Motivational Monday, where you got me, King David OD, in the building.
You got me, your boy Dre Holland Comedy. What's good with it, y'all out there?
You got your boy Big Kev, aka Kevin Brown Jr., the one and only everybody love me, baby. Yes, what's good?
Blessed and highly favored.
Yes, sir.
Blessed and highly favored in the corner.
Damn, Sam. Shout out to Chris, warm it up. You know what I'm talking about?
Chris.
Shout out to Star Qualities, Kim. Shout out to Day to Day. Let's talk about it on Fridays. Shout out to Men's Motivational Monday, and shout out to the women on Wednesday who be wilding the fuck out. We got some great news on this channel right now. And we got good news and some bad news. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the good news first.
No, the bad news.
Bad news.
Your bills.
Oh, damn. The bad news, y'all kept y'all coach. Y'all can't get Sean McDermott in Cincinnati?
No, he was.
Oh.
None of it dealing with them is bad news.
Nothing.
Oh, it doesn't?
With both of y'all, I'm saying that's not bad news.
No.
Nah, that's good news. Okay. First of all, congratulations to Kev for having a baby boy. Goddamn it!
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
First child.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
First child.
Very good. Oh, man. Thank you, man. Thank you.
And then shout out to Sales and Am and Sales. Damn, I said Sales and Ham.
Sales and
Dr. Seuss over here.
Sam and Els, man, they was in a car accident on Saturday, and they both walked away, and they totaled the car out. And I'm glad to see that he here right now on the podcast, and we can't wait to see Els on Wednesday.
Hey, we just happy to hear she good.
Yeah, she could be at home and she don't come.
The call, but she
Yeah,
can't even
that's
really
about
sit
it.
It's literally stitches in her kneecap right in her
Damn.
knee. You know what I mean? Because the dashboard, everything just came in. And then bust her knee off.
Man, God is good.
Man, all the time.
He is good, bro.
Man, that's all I've been telling motherfuckers. Like, you know what? I'm blessed. I move the way I move, and I act the way I act, and I treat people the way I treat people, not because I expect nothing, because I was blessed before I ran into damn motherfucker. I was blessed 20, 30 years ago, and I started recognizing that shit, and I started moving like I appreciate God and I love God.
Yeah.
Because He got me through shit that I could never understand why. He done covered me when I in my mind, I ain't felt like I deserved that shit. You know what I mean? And I just realized, like, you know what, if I don't do nothing but try to be honorable and respectful for Him being a big part of my life, whether I'm a Bible thumper or I preach that shit, but anybody who know or who ever been around me know that I put God in a lot of shit that I say. You know what I mean? I thank God all the time when the shit go wrong. You know what I mean? Cops gave me a ride home, nigga.
Man, that's God.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like,
y'all didn't go right to the hospital that night?
She did.
Okay.
I didn't because I you know what I mean? I just had some bumps and bruises and shit, but I didn't want to go to the hospital and I had no ride, no whip. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to tow my shit to the fucking pound. I was like, take this shit to the house, take me to the house. I jump in another car and I meet her at the hospital. You know what I'm saying? That way we can move. You know what I mean? I had other cars, you know what I mean? So fuck that car. I deal with this shit eventually. You know?
Blessings to y'all being here.
That's what I'm saying. So it's all good giving God the glory. You know what I'm saying?
God the glory. Like, man,
judging by the way that car looks, he wrapped y'all up like a mummy, and y'all just scraped with some minor bruises because it could have been life
story. You shouldn't be at Men's Motivational Monday.
No, that's why I came. That's why I came. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean. It wasn't nothing I could do for her tonight. I got her set up. We ate. Got her ice packs and shit. And let her get some rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just like, you know what? Ain't no reason to sit around the house sore. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like,
since we giving God the glory, I want to thank God for my auntie. 2 weeks ago, her heart stopped and she wasn't here. You know what I mean? She wasn't here, so they put on a machine, a life support machine. One side of her heart was 47, the other one was gone. Her right side was gone. My aunt went home this week.
Wow.
Talking.
Bless.
Now both sides of her heart is at 50%. She got an all-day care doctor, but last week one side wasn't working, the other one was at 47, but now both sides are 50%.
Wow.
So you can't tell me my God ain't wonderful.
Yeah, that is. That's amazing.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
That's because what the doctor said. We was planning for it, but God.
Wow, all praises.
So let's get into what I came to talk about right now, goddammit.
What?
The fuckery that went on this weekend with them playoff games.
That Denver game was crazy.
That wasn't no pick, man.
That wasn't no. The same thing happened in the game yesterday.
Yeah.
And they didn't call it the way they called it the other day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's totally, like, I don't care what the NFL talking about. Y'all some scam artists. Y'all trying to get over. It's ever since that sports betting came into effect.
It's legal.
We've been seeing y'all pull y'all hands, and there y'all go again. Look at this. Look at this shit here.
The snap for Pfeiffer Adams in traffic is caught. Devontae's got it at the 15. Pick it up, and they go deep down the field. And the pass is caught. No, it's McMillan has the football. How about that? 2nd and 10. In front, the snap for Pfeiffer Adams in traffic is caught. Devontae's got it at the 15.
Same thing, man. That's all I gotta say.
He was down.
Buffalo should have won. They got cheated. It's all, and then Bo Nix all of a sudden go out.
Yeah, his ankle.
You know what I mean? Like, so that leads me to believe that y'all want the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. They want the Patriots to win. Period.
So I got another video, but why is all the coaches being fired? I just want to know.
Oh, that's the crazy part. Like, and the Bengals kept their job.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Hey, did the Browns fire their head coach?
Yeah, the Bills fired Sean McDermott.
He went,
and they don't want him.
Kevin Stefanski got.
They don't want him.
Wow.
Well, I know Dion was kind of had his mouth down. You know, he's a Falcons, Hall of Fame type
yeah.
So he's like, y'all did that.
Yeah, they ain't
y'all
on
did that. Like
the
y'all
fans.
wouldn't they have Raheem or somebody or something like that?
Yeah.
Wasn't that their coach or something?
The fans,
Raheem Morris or something. Yeah, something
the
like
fans.
I was kind of shocked at fucking the day when they fired Big Dermott.
Yeah, I can't believe they fired him.
8 out of 9 seasons made to the playoffs.
Yeah, I can't believe they fired him.
You know what I mean? Like, and then you see somebody like motherfucking Cincinnati dude.
Joe, yeah, I can't even see his name.
You know what I mean? Y'all coach.
I can't believe he's
I can't even believe he still got a job.
Zach Taylor?
Yeah, I can't even believe he still got a job. They talk about they firing McDermott because they feel like he had the team and ain't getting no talent out of him. If y'all team ain't stacked or better than what the Buffalo Bills got from quarterback all the way down.
They just needed one more. They just
you know what I'm saying? Like to think that he deserved his job and Sean McDermott don't. That's the craziest
Sean
part
McDermott,
right
it wasn't his fault.
I'm just wondering who gonna get blessed with him as a coach.
They gonna get blessed.
It was that call.
Like Pittsburgh.
He might go to Pittsburgh.
It's been a few years since the Bengals have been in the Super Bowl. But I just can't let this one go. I still can't. I thought time would heal all, and it just doesn't seem to. Here's what I'm going to point out on this one here. One of the two plays you see here, one was called a defensive penalty, and one was not. I'll let you decide with your own eyes which was which. Now, I'm not saying that either of them should not be penalties. All I'm saying is one was called a penalty, and one was not. Can you look at each of these plays and tell which was which? Both plays seem to be important, relatively in the same part of the field, have scoring implications. We look at the top clip. Definitely get a little bit of a hook there from Logan Wilson. He's holding on that front hip a little bit, not really pulling the shirt or anything, but that top clip again. He makes a play across, arrives right at the ball, gets a hand on the ball. Wasn't even really a chance at a catch because he deflected the ball. And he gets a little hook. His left hand's hooking right there on Cooper Kupp's hip, right there. So that might have had an impact too. Again, it might have. I'm not saying it wasn't a penalty. Now, if we look at the T. Higgins play at the bottom.
Pull his whole jersey. Look at the bottom. Watch.
He releases inside on Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey's already a step off. Gets his hands wide because he's going to grab him. Anytime you see a DB's hands go wide, it's because they're going to grab. He does get a hand across his chest, slows him down. He grabs his hip. His shirt is extended, clearly pulling on him. Gets himself back into the play by pulling against T. Higgins' body and breaks up the pass. Breaks it up. Little extra hit there. Defenseless receiver. Still don't fully understand that rule. But again, one of these was called a penalty and one wasn't. I'm not saying either of them should have been called or shouldn't have been called, but one was a penalty and one wasn't.
Bad ref.
Yeah, rigged game.
Rigger.
I think both of them was some sort of defensive play because the one up top, before he break that break, he hooked it. Not right at the point of thing.
Because after that,
when he made that break,
Logan Wilson, he did do that.
If none of those was called, it'd have been a tied game.
Yeah, we would have won that.
Would that have made a difference in the season?
We would have won that. That was our Super Bowl. We would have won that. That was end of the season.
That was that. Yeah, that was the Super Bowl. Win that Super Bowl, man.
Oh, that's how many years ago?
They called that on.
How many years ago was that?
He hating.
How many years ago was that?
That was like
3 almost 4 years ago.
But with that play though, it was fourth and 9.
If you look, even like
it was 4th and 9, game would have been over.
You can look at a lot of different things.
Yeah,
like
see that
what was it? That Seattle was the Seattle Patriots game when they should have handed off the ball and they threw it. That shit was stupid.
You talking about that Super Bowl with Marshawn Lynch?
Well, Marshawn should have just ran that up. Any natural coach would have did that. And you said you let Russell Wilson throw the ball.
And then what? Remember the Tennessee game where he got stopped at the one? He fell at the 1 yard line. Game over. In the Super Bowl, I forgot who they played.
Then he
hey man, that he
fell
made
right
me so
here,
bad, bro.
He fell right here. And game was over. Bro, all you gotta do was extend the ball.
I remember when he fumbled that ball, he looked at it, he's like, I ain't going in that pile.
Well,
So they find out certain people throwing games and who, you know what I mean, doing stuff to pass. I mean, so like you said, once you got money involved, you don't know where the fuckery come in at.
Anywhere.
Like last night, I seen that motherfucking pick that the Rams got. Like that Moore dude could have been on the payroll the way he ran that route.
And most time that's what it is.
The way he ran that route, like he ain't had no enthusiasm. And he gave the Rams the ball back in overtime. They marched down there and kicked the field goal.
Oh, snap! The national championship game tonight, ain't it?
Yes, and they balling too. So
shout out to Martin Luther King Day today.
Shout out,
MLK.
Next week.
Today.
What?
He's a championship game.
I thought it was this week.
No, the college
national
game tonight is 3-0.
The
Like
national,
the
college. The college. My bad. Not national championship.
Iowa or something.
Indiana, Miami. And they said they balling.
Yeah, they defense is.
Well, Miami put that lock on Old State and got them there, bro. Miami been playing, and Indiana been playing too.
Indiana up 10-0.
Indiana ain't no joke though. They beat Old State too, and they beat Old State too.
10-0 at the half.
Hey, Big Ten coming to play the last 2 years, probably.
But what this question said at the bottom, healthy relationship versus unhealthy relationships. Know the difference.
Some people don't.
No, definitely don't.
Because some people, they think how they getting treated.
Go ahead and play the clip.
It's just about. It's just the guy is. I just like what he said, but hold on, let me see.
I told you Mike was leaving. Mike Tomlin. Didn't I say that? I said he gone right after this game.
But where he going to though?
Nowhere. He got a contract. He can't go nowhere. Let's Pittsburgh get paid. Because he got 1 year left on his deal and he walked away. It's kind of like Barry. You know how Barry walked away from the game? They told him, if you ever try to come back, we still ain't gonna, you gonna play for Detroit or you ain't gonna play. So the Pittsburgh got.
You don't think he go to college?
Oh, Tomlin.
Yeah. Because they was talking to him about for that Penn State job.
I don't know. He was really talking about just kind of walking away from coaching altogether for saying he want to be with his family. Like,
yeah, you see
all these motherfuckers talking shit to him.
Sure.
Doing it 19 years. He missed about time his kids and shit.
I
y'all,
respect that.
I did nothing to bring y'all wins, and you motherfuckers will be yelling fire Tomlin at the end of the game and shit. You know what?
That shit.
Y'all figure that shit out yourself then.
That pissed me
Y'all
off.
don't want to blame me. I'll walk away from this shit. Y'all show me that y'all can do better.
Before that,
if I'm the problem,
that's what they did to Marvin Lewis.
Away. If I'm the problem, but prove it.
That's what happened. That's had me problem with Cincinnati when they did Marvin Lewis like that. That man only bought y'all winning seasons the majority of the time, and y'all want to. Man, that's crazy. I still
you hold on to Zach Taylor, who ain't got a winning record. I don't think.
Nope. But go ahead.
None the last 3 seasons.
How many seasons been there? 5.
Yeah.
Right, and this is a horrible season, so we can't have a 500 record total. For real. But it is.
Hey, fellas, check this out. When you got somebody good, you got to recognize it, man, and you got to hold on to them. So yesterday, I had to have a discussion with my lady. Only because, I was frustrated a little bit about a few things. But some of those things I was frustrated about had something to do with her, right? So I went to her while she was laying down in the bed. I said, baby, we got to talk. She's like, what's up? I was like, well, I don't know how to say it. She said, well, just say it. I said, all right, cool. So I said it. And as I'm sitting there speaking, she's just sitting there listening. She's just laying there, looking me in my eyes, paying attention to every word that comes out of my mouth. And after I'm done speaking, this is what gets me. She looks at me and she smiles and she says, okay. Now, the only reason why it gets me is because I'm so used to toxic ass shit, right? I'm used to seeing toxic relationships. I'm used to being in toxic relationships. So when she says okay to me, it catches me off guard. Because in past relationships, I'm used to being attacked when I'm expressing my feelings and my emotions. I'm used to feeling like my feelings and my emotions don't even matter. But when I expressed my feelings and my emotions yesterday to my lady, she looked at me and she just said, okay, with a smile. Not only did she say okay with a smile, she said, Avery, whenever you're feeling upset, whenever you're feeling frustrated, don't hold on to it. It's okay for you to come and talk to me. I don't want you to hold on to anything. And that made me feel safe. That even reassured me that this is the one. That's my baby. This my woman. That's my baby.
He was valid what he was speaking. And we got caught off guard because, like he said before, he used to toxic. He used to a motherfucker giving him some lip back. So sassy.
I got a few questions for y'all real quick. Then y'all can get to
on the topic or something separate.
This is the topic. The questions I got is pertaining to this. It's just an A and B question actually. So okay, I'll do it in a minute. Okay. Because I was doing something. But okay, real quick. Peace or constant arguing?
Peace.
Of course, peace. Growth or feeling stuck?
Growth.
Honest conversations or silent treatments?
Honest conversations.
But do y'all go by that, what y'all saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Support your goals or compete with you? With you?
Support
my goals. I don't need you to compete with me.
Ability or blame?
Accountability.
But do everybody always take accountability? That's the thing.
Some people don't.
Who take it more? Who take accountability more,
like
men or women?
So how do y'all know? Now this is just a
hold on. So women.
Oh.
Who takes accountability more, men or women?
Men.
Because I'll say it can go 50-50.
Just depends on the individuals.
Yeah.
I can respect that. It ain't like it's a sex thing. It's a person thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's sexless when it comes to a motherfucker being accountable, because I know both sides of the fence that like to point fingers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And don't look at what their portion is and whatever they did wrong. And I think it has a sex. You can try to label one more than the other. You know what I mean? Just because.
I'm gonna agree with you, Sam.
Because I'm learning myself to hold myself.
I'm gonna agree with that one.
Because at first,
accountability look different from a distance.
Yeah.
What you feel like is accountable to the person who you're dealing with might feel like you're being accountable. You still trying to find a way to put it or blame it on some variable in your life. You ain't trying to say, well, I did this, or I wasn't prepared, I wasn't equipped,
I moved too fast.
Yeah,
I should have slowed my.
I made a mistake. You know what I mean? Like I've been playing that wrecking my man backwards.
Yeah.
Like, I know I started. You know what I mean? I was assuming, so I wasn't thinking braking, to steering, or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then when the motherfucker hit me with a Mickey at the last second to get off at the exit, 50 feet or 100 feet from the exit, like snatch over on my lane. I assumed, because they rated speedy and they had room to go behind me, that they was going past me. So I'm playing with how I could have take my own accountability in some foolishness that I shouldn't even have been prepared for. But just the person I am, I try to feel like, where can I do better in any situation that makes me uncomfortable? You know what I mean? Well, how can I make some of my wife used to hate me because I always find a way for my fault in a situation. And she used to say, I'm making it all about me. I'd be like, nah, I'm just a nigga who try to understand my portion of any uncomfortable situation. Even if I know I really didn't do nothing, I still think, what could I have done better though? Yeah. How could I approach this a little different to avoid that situation? Even though I don't feel like I did nothing wrong. Food for thought, what do I do in the future to try to pause? Because I hate making mistakes. I hate having accidents. I hate that shit.
I'm getting to that point. I to be honest with you, Jackson, like that, what you just said is how I've been lately. Because I wasn't like that at first. I ain't going to you know what I'm saying? But now I'm getting to the point of how can we not let this happen again? I don't want this. You know what I mean? I feel like if you know what I mean? What's the saying? If you want peace, prepare for war, right? With peace, you're going to have, to get to that point, you got back and forth moments, I feel like. And then if you can truly get to a point of understanding and to where you can fix it or not even step into that moment, I feel like that's a good thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where we all got at some point get to in a relationship. Because I don't feel like everybody always, you know what I mean? As long as y'all been together, I feel like y'all learn and bam, this is why y'all so good. Just do the things y'all did. I don't feel like it was just there automatically.
It was.
What? Well, maybe you different, cuz. Damn it.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I am. They don't make them like me. No
I stay ready for war, so whenever I got peace, my peace is always there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
But you see what I'm saying?
I had to go through war. Like, I'm already going through war with things I deal with in life. Like, this is a war. It's a war on this, a war on bills.
But did you have to build that, or was it wasn't already automatically there? You had to build your piece. You had to know what your piece was, right?
I knew that early on.
For real?
Yeah, because you know what I mean. I
like I said, everybody.
I know what I wanted in life and what I wanted to be. How I wanted to be sitting. I mean, I wasn't still running around trying to figure it out. I figured it out already, and then so now that it's figured out. You know what I mean? The war. I'm fighting this war still. My peace at.
What happened? Can I ask a quick question? What happens if you like say, "Oh, this is my piece," and it really ain't your piece?
It was just your piece of the pie at that time. Shit, goddamn.
Like, you feel me? Like,
when it gives you a piece at 20, don't give you a piece at 40.
Sure don't.
That's what it's like. So the piece changes.
It grows.
It grows.
Like what you know, after my divorce, my therapist was like, you had this life-changing event. She used a accident. She said it just boom all at one time. She said you walked away from the accident, but you never went and got help for your injuries. So she said all the injury do is build up. Why me? Why me? But when she broke down some stuff, I went back and looked at everything like it was more stuff I could have been better at that probably would have helped my marriage strive, right? And I had to sit down and think like, dang, if I'd have listened right here, if I'd have just did this right here, she said, now you're starting to heal yourself. Now you're starting to see inside it. She said, you got to investigate what happened.
Right.
And she said, when you investigate yourself, do a self-investigation, like what happened? What did you do better? What could you have done better? And I looked like, dang, if I'd have just been right here, made this move here, ain't no telling where I'd be at today.
Right.
You know what I'm
Still
saying?
could have still went to shit, but
yeah, could have still went, but I see where I'm at. I see what I did.
Right.
And if I could have, because I didn't know, and I could tell what I did was affecting her.
Right. But
it would have affected me. If she'd have did with the stuff that I missed or that I didn't do, it would have affected me. So, but in any event, it's still a two-way street. We still ended it. So she was like, now what you need to do is go back to the scene of the accident, clean it up, clean yourself up now, because you'll never be right for nobody else.
Right. And that was something I had to confront after my first.
Oh, sorry, y'all.
Who the yeah, nigga, like, damn. Hey, no more AI. Hey, we got AI for this. Hey, no more FTs.
I'm about to say, Kristen changed his voice on this and shit.
Like who is this?
Like in my first one, you know how the shit went crazy, and I was like, you know what I mean? Because I asked for a divorce. I left her. You know what I mean? And I was like, I never got married to get divorced. And they kind of fucked with me because I just went to God and said I was going to do this shit and I was going to try. And I got to a point where I was like, nah, because I want to do something. I want to hurt you. And if I want to hurt you, I can't be married to you. You know what I'm saying? If I want to be spiteful or vengeful towards you, I shouldn't be married to you. You know what I mean? So I got divorced. And when it was all said and done, I'm like, well, I tried to figure out what went wrong because I know I went in it with good intentions. And I didn't cheat. I wasn't out there doing nothing. You know what I mean? We separated on some lack of trust shit. And I started checking myself like, was I not man enough to manage certain situations at that time? Because I really never seen a man in a healthy relationship. You know, I was born in a toxic relationship with my daddy and his wife and my mama from a third side. So I didn't know what a healthy relationship looked like close up in 3D. So I tried to do my best to create one, but a lot of the little small shit I didn't know about being a man and how to handle myself as a man created situations that created that void where we got separation. And I had to learn that, not so I could try to get back with her, but just so I could understand and just give myself a pass, because you know you'll beat yourself up. But you always got to remind yourself, and I'll give you this for yourself, is that you made the best decisions you could at that second in your life, so you can't beat the old you up.
Right.
You got to give patience and grace to the old person who didn't understand, who didn't know, and thank the Most High for clarity now.
Yep.
So when you go into new situations, you kind of got a better idea, because nothing's perfect. You still flawed. You still gonna make shortcomings, and we all going to. We just got to understand and have patience with the old us.
Yep.
So we can build healthy relationships, because all of us made bad choices in relationships. You know what I'm saying? I was doing that. I was.
You must want to get that
ventriloquist. I'm ventriloquist in my voice overlay.
Let me go ahead.
I'm trying to fix something. I'm trying to do it public. It ain't public, so but I can't figure it out. So.
It happened to you again?
Well, go ahead. Finish with your questions.
Oh. Well.
The A and B's.
I don't know.
I thought she did. I thought that's when she let us free. When she
I got other stuff too, but I'm trying to figure something else out.
Well, we get back to the question we supposed to do. What, healthy relationship versus an unhealthy relationship? Know the difference?
Can we talk about the differences and how to identify whether you be the fault or what you're dealing with is the fault?
Okay.
Because that's a choice in itself. Sometimes you deal with toxic shit.
Yeah.
Because
you definitely need to put that in there.
Because of the dating pool that you actually select, the women that you like,
or what you was raised around.
But you bring that into that relationship, so that could it be you just bringing that into the relationship, and then the woman adapted, because you don't know what she was raised around. She may not been raised around that.
Right. Yeah. And beasts can be created.
Mm-hmm.
A woman, respect and a woman's.
You got the AI going on.
I see that. Say that.
I think that just goes universally when you say it like that.
So what's a healthy relationship?
Depends on the two people. Because what's healthy for you and yours might not work for me. And mine. And what's healthy, like, you know what I mean, for you.
Because that can go for
the entire couple right here. I mean, you got to create your own healthy relationship. Because you got to be honest with yourself and where you at. Try to find somebody honestly to tell you and be vulnerable to let you know where they at. And then y'all try to build upon that. We're trying to go into something with a manuscript or an idea of what healthy look like. You set yourself up for failure. Because you got to be healthy as an individual somewhat. You got to seek out and find people who's somewhat healthy in themselves. And realize that they got shortcomings and faults and baggage that they come into the table with before you meet them. And you got to be honest yourself. Like, I got shortcomings and baggage and shit that I'm bringing with me coming in. The first time I say, hi, how you doing? Is my name. Or, hey, baby, what's good? Or however you approach the situation. Or they approach you. Understanding that and then being and taking the time to see, do you want to deal with this package that this motherfucker bringing you? Or can they deal with what you bring? And that's why honesty initially is really important. Because people spend so much time bullshitting early on trying to impress a motherfucker that they don't really be genuine with a motherfucker. Then when they start getting their feelings involved and they really want to be honest, it's a little late. Now y'all fall out and y'all break up. Well, y'all shouldn't have never got that close to the beginning, because if y'all have been honest, y'all to get close enough to see the shit you don't like, and y'all would have gracefully walked away.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul. I didn't play with you. You didn't play with me. There's something about you that scares me and makes me scared to commit. There's something about you that makes me hesitant to try to go all in. So let's just accept that shit and back away. If we get back together, we cross paths again, and we approach it again delicately, and we find a little better route, okay, but people get to look over too much shit early on because of the variables, you know, a motherfucker's package. A nigga got money, a nigga doing this, he got a little power, he got a good job, he car, whatever, he dressed nice. So as far as we go, fat ass, she dressed nice, she got a good car, good job, she taking care of her business. you know, whatever those things that attracted you from a distance might outweigh what you learn initially. And you're like, well, I'll look over that. That ain't nothing you want to deal with. Why are you overlooking that shit?
Because it ain't gonna bring nothing but resentment in with you. Yeah.
There you go. Because you can't, you know, that 20% is more important than anything. They say the 80-20 split. I think people pay attention to that 80 so much that they forget that 20 causes divorces. That 20 causes cheating. That 20 causes voids in relationships that you can never feel back in. So why don't we study on the shit we don't like about motherfuckers and accept who they are to like?
Yep. And that's why I'm glad I'm talking to somebody, man, because they was letting me know, like, some people just scared to be alone and fix themselves. So they just pick a relationship because they don't want to be alone.
Right.
And then she was like, it might not be like a toxic, I hate you or this, but it's still toxic because you're not really ready to be in a relationship. You just don't want to be alone. So you feel like you need to be around, even in a comedy game, even in the comedy world. We feel like, oh man, why they ain't using us? Or you know what I'm talking about, kid. Why? Like my mom said, she said, sometimes it may just be your healing for you not to be around certain people. It might be your healing for you not to be in a relationship right now. Because if you go into a relationship sick and unhealed, that person go catch what you got. And you go everything that you going through, you finna blame them for it. You finna go through this because you're so afraid to be alone when you're not alone for real. She said, when you with yourself, study your own self before you jump into. She like, you just got married. Why are you jumping into? You just got a divorce. Why jump into? You got a divorce money, but you ready to jump into a relationship on Tuesday because you're afraid to be alone. You ain't used to being alone.
But you got to learn somebody all over again too.
Yep, you got to learn that person all over again. But the person you really need to learn first is yourself. Like, so I don't bring this back. So this won't, what I went through there, don't contaminate what's new here. So I said to myself, like, man, I got to be ready for somebody. And I know I'm not going to be perfect. You're going to still have your stuff, but I know what's going to destroy this if I bring all of this into this.
The big problem, I think, be that when you hurt and damage going into a relationship, that's not truly who you are.
Nope.
So when a person, you somebody fall in love with you while you broken down and beat up, and then you start fixing and getting better, you're going to be a whole different motherfucker. Who said even like that?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Some people, you know, trauma bond. Because broken people, you know what I mean? And you find yourself, y'all just, you know, that was a season for y'all to be together, to help each other heal, but not necessarily turn that into a lifetime.
Yep.
Y'all both needed to grind some shit, grow some shit, and walk away peacefully and like, yeah, this shit didn't work. I ain't got no hate for you, but we tread in water.
How do you heal when you trauma bonded though?
Some of them
walking away.
Yeah.
But recognize how you can heal when you trauma bond because we heal as individuals. You bond as a couple. So if y'all together and y'all talk about, some people talk and don't do something, and some people talk and do something. So normally people who trauma bond, they talk about solutions. They talk about fixing stuff. That's how they bond, over that relatable trauma that they both trying to get through. One person might actively be trying to do it. The next person just talking about it, want the pity party. You know what I mean? They just want to have somebody to talk to, a sounding board. You know what I mean? They really ain't trying to do shit to fix their shit. And the other motherfucker is with them and they talking about doing shit and they actually do some shit and they start getting better and they look at you like you ain't doing shit, but talking and trying to keep me back in this traumatic thing that we first met up on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah,
that's when you walk away.
Right, you walk away like I like you and all that, and I ain't got no hard feelings, but we outgrowing each other.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Right.
I'm gonna get with you.
How do you know when you're fighting for the relationship versus fighting for yourself?
Oh man, I feel like when you fighting for a relationship, I feel like
I think that's what makes it toxic and trauma.
Yeah, because when you start fighting for, you start doing everything pretty much the way she wanted or he wanted, and you're not really being yourself. I feel like when you start fighting for stuff, you forget about who you are because you don't want this person's not liking you right now. So you think, oh, if I do this, then she want me, like, you know what I mean? She wants you, and you just start doing everything the way she pretty much want to do it because you're afraid to be alone and you don't want to be alone. Shit.
So you'll
I said, give yourself up.
Yeah,
you stop being
anything. You'll accept it. And that woman, she could have millions, nice, like Sam said, nice body, nice car, all that stuff, big house. But if you ain't got no peace, none of that stuff matters because you still with this person. Yeah, she got all this stuff, but if she ain't, or he or she ain't bringing you no peace, because there's a lot of females that's living with guys now. They got the house, got the car, but they rather holler at the girl like, girl, they are vice versa. So things don't make a relationship.
I think like for me, I feel like if I was to say I'm gonna fight for my relationship, that's gonna involve me dealing with me. Yeah. I'm not fighting to hold on to something. I'm fighting to make sure I'm heard, make sure that I'm making right decisions. I'm making sure I'm being honest with myself, making sure that I'm not letting my baggage not allow me to be vulnerable or certain things. I'm not gonna be fighting to hold on to something that ain't meant to be held on to. I'm gonna fight to make sure that I'm representing the best part of me in this situation. I'm being honest. I'm not letting my baggage keep me away from doing my absolute best. And if I do my absolute best in the situation, that shit don't feel right or ain't fitting, that makes it easier to walk away. But when you know you halfway got 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out the door, and you still trying to hold on to some shit like you're doing it wrong, like either you in or you out. And I think a lot of people be kind of, making an exit strategy before, they already gave up mentally and already got something on the side. They got a plan, they got an exit strategy. Yeah. And it's like,
what if you all the way in though? But that person is 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
But that's what I say. But it takes two to tango. So if you dance with a one-legged person, that's your fault. Right. Because if she got 1 foot out the door or he got 1 foot out the door, they just all you see is that motherfucking one leg, and you over there two-stepping. They just keep them to the beat for you. But they got one leg over here doing some other shit. You know what I mean? That's why I say that's why you got to be honest and real with yourself and make sure you doing everything you absolutely supposed to. And if this dance ain't dancing, that's when you got to make a decision to make a move for yourself. Exactly. And that's saving the relationship. Because if y'all want to genuinely salvage it, because my mama told me growing up, she was like, you can't be scared to walk away from a damn relationship. Because if it's truly yours, y'all will get back together. You know what I'm saying? Like the universe will make it so y'all cross paths. You know what I mean? Like, so, me and my wife, we separated for 20 plus years. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't afraid to walk away from her. Because I was in a bad state mentally and emotionally. So I walked away. She didn't understand. She was hateful and revengeful. But I had to do that for my peace of mind. You know what I mean? And then that universe just happened to open up. We just kind of crossed each other's path and we start interacting because I never gave up on the hope that I still cared for her and it was genuine and it wasn't like something broke us up like that had something to do with me and her. So I always kept with like a tether in the universe. Like if the world opened up and that was the, had the world was aligned differently, I would have put energy into this relationship versus walking away from it like I did. You know what I mean? So I think that a lot of people hold on to shit because they're scared of losing it. Don't be scared. If it's yours, you can't be scared. That's like a dog in the park, nigga. You got to be able to let the leash go. If that motherfucker run away and don't ever come back.
Well, I say this.
It wasn't your dog.
If what? Say the question one more time. Holding on to a relationship or what?
How do you know when you're fighting for the relationship versus fighting for yourself?
Well, if you're not, first you got to ask yourself: is the relationship worth fighting for? You know what I mean? Looking at both ends of it now, like, because you ain't just if you're fighting for the relationship, that means what she got going on is it matters to you, and if it outweigh what you got going on, you know what I mean? Either you're gonna get with the program or you're gonna get to your own program. You know what I mean? And if it's worth fighting for, can I see myself 10 years down the line with the same woman? Can I see myself 10 years down the line with the same man? You got to ask yourself them questions. You know what I mean? And see what you can do, like how y'all move, like, and if y'all moving off beat, like I said before, you either go get on beat or you go beat them feet and then move somewhere else, period.
Like she said, if you fighting for a relationship for yourself, boxers, they train before they get in the ring, right? They train their hardest for that opponent. is the other person in the relationship training with you? Are they getting prepared for the fight to see if they go help you fight for this relationship?
Y'all got communication.
Yeah, if you got, and if the other person ain't fighting and they just say, I forfeit, like Sam said, if they gone mentally and they gone here, ain't no need to fight for the relationship no more. Like he said, if it comes, like he said something valid, people are scared to walk away from stuff. Yeah. Like they feel like, if I walk away from this, I'm gonna miss something, or I don't want to be alone, or even with anything in life, when you know if it ain't working out and it ain't going in your favor, like Sam said, walk away. Walking away can be so it'll hurt, but you'll realize how much peace.
But sometimes it ain't easy to walk away when you are in a relationship like that and y'all both got stuff tied into it. You know what I mean? Like into the relationship, y'all got businesses together, y'all own properties. You know what I mean? Well, you guys are tied in.
Hey, I had a house and shit with my wife, and I was out of town. Yeah. I made a decision. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you a businessman, if you a businesswoman, you know how to do the shit without the mate that you happen to choose.
But sometimes emotions get in the way, and your business don't get taken care of.
No,
and
I'm saying
down the road. Like damn, you got hit on the head too.
Did you see the front of the car, nigga?
Yeah. I just singing the top of the noggin.
I got a knot on the back of my head. I was like, how the fuck I get a knot back here?
Damn, y'all stop talking. Let me see. Turn around.
Yeah. It's right there. It ain't even on the side.
Bust my eye.
You got one up here.
Black guy down there. Yeah. So yeah, but what I was gonna say is like,
my bad, y'all. I see Sam took his head
off.
I
saw it deeper too. Damn. I just saw the eyebrow. Like, damn.
I took one for the team. Like I said, I'm blessed.
Blessed, boy.
You know that's why I had to come out. Like I told my wife, she's like, you going to the podcast? I'm like, well, ain't much I can do for you. You ate, you got your ice, you in the bed, you got your medicine, you got your water, you got your weed, TV. Now you need peace and relaxation. I'm gonna go up front and sit in the chair and be uncomfortable because I'm hurting too. You know what I'm saying? I'm achy for real. You know what I'm saying? But so it's like I would much rather have me a drink, come, try to talk about, do some shit beyond just sitting around.
Right.
Just shit. Fuck. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I think that you were saying about the relationships and fighting for yourself and the business side of it. Like for me, like as a person who, I had to man up. Like it was like I made a decision. Like since I'm leaving you, and we have a house, I moved to your city. Everything was damn near in your name when I moved up here. I just brought money and fucking tangible shit, and I started paying bills and doing shit as soon as I came in. So when I made a decision to walk away from you, I said, well, you can have the house. I'll go ahead and move back to Cincinnati. I got some cousins I can live with up here for a minute until we figure this shit out, how we can separate this shit. We ain't got no kids, but we got this house and we got a bunch of other bills and other shit together. And she looked at me and she was like, well, you came up here to fuck with me. You can have the house. And I said, you know what? If I take the house, if you give me the house, I'll take all the debt. Everything we ever acquired together, I own that shit by myself, and I give you a free reign to walk away with nothing on your credit type shit, and I'll manage all of this. And that was our agreement. You know what I'm saying? So she signed the house over to me. I took all the debt. She was able to move in with her peoples and start her life and do. And we stayed in communication for a good year or so. She met a motherfucker and they got all hooked up and all that shit. And I just kept managing because I understand that emotions get into it. But once the emotions is out the building, it's back to the basics. Mm-hmm. So if you want a relationship and y'all get shit tied up and then all of a sudden you taking the emotions out of it, it's like, okay, this is my business partner that I used to fuck. But business came before fucking in my mind, even though fucking might have came before the business.
Business over pleasure.
So now it's back to the basics. Like, all right, I don't want to, since I cared about you, I don't want to put you in a bad business place. And if you cared about me, you wouldn't want to put me in a bad business place. So how can we come up with some agreement where both of us is okay? You know what I mean? Because we should be adults about this. Because we went into this and we got ourselves twined up. And do we need a white motherfucker to tell us how to handle and separate our shit? We didn't need one to tell us what we could do together. So why I got to get somebody else involved? Why can't we have these conversations to talk about? Okay, you get this, I get this, you want this. You know what I mean? If I get
because everybody nowadays is petty and they ain't going.
But that's emotional.
They so used to.
But that's emotional.
They used to what they've been dealing with, and what's theirs is theirs. What's yours is theirs.
But that's emotional immaturity.
I see it. It's you know what I mean? Go ahead.
So can y'all, when y'all was in relationships, or what in y'all relationship now, can y'all say that you can be yourself or you walking on eggshells?
I could be myself.
I'm just being myself. And a lot of times
some people walk on eggshells. I'm
gonna be me because that's the only person I know how to be.
I be myself, and
I don't know how to be.
And that's why I get myself in trouble sometimes because they don't like myself. Sometimes it just is what it is.
I can't walk on eggshells. I've tried it, and it didn't work. You know what I mean? It didn't work for me, and I wasn't being myself for that person. So me trying to walk on eggshells, I tried it before, and I'm too petty. I can't do it. You know what I mean? I just can't do it. I gotta be Dre, and if somebody don't like Dre starting to know who he is again. Like Sam said, I don't care. Now I'm in a mindset like I don't care if you walk because you don't like who I am. Because I'm finding who I now. 2 years ago, oh, don't leave me on. Because I didn't know who I was. I got messed up in that divorce. I got tore up. I lost who I was. So I cared about, oh, don't leave me, like, because I didn't want to feel that pain no more. But now that if y'all going through some mental stuff, talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Sit down and holler at somebody. Even if it's your boy, your homie, talk to somebody because it helps. Because now I'm getting back to
just be careful who you talk to.
Yeah, just be careful who you talk to.
Everybody.
Can't talk to everybody. Find that person you can trust or go find help. Go find somebody that you can use your insurance and go talk to somebody that don't know you. You know what I'm saying? That you can just crowd to. But when you start knowing who you are again, can't nobody. I gotta protect that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta protect that because back in the day, I was like, oh man, I can't believe these people leave. I cared about that because when she walked away, I'm like, dang, I can't take another walk away. Like this is just painful. So when she walked, I said, I knew it wasn't no more fight.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we need to get to the point where when you see who that person is and if they treat you away and it makes you feel away, believe that and just leave it alone.
Don't try to.
Like for me, I can say I honestly walked on eggshells because I was never a relationship person. So my natural tendency was to always move, always walk away. You know what I mean? I always kept a motherfucker at a distance. I always, if one motherfucker do any one thing and I'm like, I put you in a category now. That's a reason for me never to get attached to you. And I did that for decades. You know what I'm saying? So when I decided to get into a relationship, I was kind of walking on eggshells, not because of trying to hold on to something to do some other shit, because I realized I had toxic relationship tendencies. I had great single tendencies. How to manage being a single nigga out here and not getting attached and not fucking around with nobody's feelings and all the other shit. I had created a nice single system, but I had no idea, like I said early on, I never saw a healthy relationship. I know how to be singly healthy, but as a relationship, I didn't. So when I got in a relationship, I was on eggshells because my natural tendency is the first time you say something, that's the reason to go through my phone book and find somebody else. That's the reason to pop some shit off at the lady at the nurse thing. That's the reason for me to do this. I could justify my actions because of these things that I used to.
Because I was but when I'm being single,
right,
I can walk on eggshells. I think every single man gets into a relationship walking on eggshells.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody.
So being a single-minded person and being single for so long and then trying to have a relationship, those single thoughts don't stop after 5 years in a marriage. I could still look at a motherfucker and be like, I was been in restaurants, nigga, with my wife, and a motherfucker say something slick to me at the pop machine, nigga. And I used to be the nigga that has something slick to say right then and there and slip some shit and keep it moving with a motherfucker with me. Because the motherfucker with me, I ain't care about. So I could move like that. I talk shit to a motherfucker in a motherfucker face. You know what I mean? So now my wife over there cool and comfortable. She ain't worried about shit. I'm just over there getting popped and catch up and shit from Penn Station. And the chick say some slick shit, and I reply some slick shit, and I see the look in her eyes, and I shut the fuck up. Because I don't want to take that no further. I know how this shit go. I know how I can interact. I know how I can do this shit. That's not what I want. So I'm like, okay, I gotta shut these natural tendencies out of develop, but being an apex predator. As a single motherfucker, I was an you know what I mean, upper level motherfucker, be like, because opportunistic. Like I like these. Sometimes the devil slide these situations in your face because they know where you weak at. They know your tendencies, so they'll have your old lady getting on your nerves and shit. That a motherfucker pop up in your face and be doing some shit, and that's your opportunity to be some bullshit. Or be like, you know what, that ain't what I want. Like Kia said earlier, it ain't what I want, so I do shit differently. I stop doing what I can, and I do what I'm supposed to do. What I feel like in my heart I'm supposed to do, not what I naturally do, because my natural shit was for single-based persons. Yeah. And I'm trying to create these footprints in the snow for a healthy relationship and being monogamous. Yep. Being monogamous, because that's the hard part for most men. It's not about being able to maintain a relationship for most niggas. It's about being monogamous and keeping a relationship. You know what I mean? Because some niggas know how to manipulate and have 2 or 3 motherfuckers. And one might be somebody you only see every once or twice a year. Other motherfucker might be here every couple months. I want that. You know what I mean? But some people are good at that. Yeah, so it's like, I chose to say, I want monogamy. I don't want to have nothing, all right? You know what I mean? I want my wife to be totally secure in our relationship. I want her to, I want to give her that.
2 to 3 times a year, they got other things going on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But that was something that you accept being a single person. That's part of life was understood or to be explained. You know what I mean? Like you know what you're doing, and you play accordingly, and you protect yourself accordingly. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like
who they sleeping with?
Because that's the rule of the game. How this shit go when you're single. So when you're single, you understand that shit. So when you in relationships and be out here diddling down, you still got to keep that single mentality. Because everybody got somebody else. Because even you dicking out, your old lady could be doing the same shit. You can't. It ain't just because you think you can only sleep motherfucker under the roof. Just she see what you doing, she could be doing her same thing too. So it's like, so once you, that's why I said I never wanted to bring that into my situation. So I went in with like, I cut everything. I'm going to be monogamous. I'm going to be a certain type of way, and this is what I'm going to do for the duration of this situation. I've talked about walking away from my wife a couple times over real uncomfortable situations, but it wasn't about another woman. It's about like, you know what? I want to make sure that I gave you space to grow and be where you might need to be at, and I might be holding you back. I might be interfering with where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe you weren't giving them enough time to develop. And
right. And so for me, it's like I wanted to back up if I felt like I was the reason, if I was the problem. I never want to be a problem in anyone's life. If I feel like I'm a problem in your life, I will remove myself. Period. You know what I'm saying? Before I allow a motherfucker to say I'm their problem and then be a genuine situation, like, nah, I don't have to do that. I can just back up and let you be.
But it might not even be you. It might be that person, and they're being a master manipulator and making you feel like it's you when it's really them, and they just want to move on because they see the grass is greener on the other side.
But that's okay too. But that's what I'm saying.
But it might not. But it might not even been you from jump.
But I don't care either way, because all I know is if I remove myself, that's one less thing I have to worry about. Right. I don't give a fuck. If I do something genuinely,
I'm playing with you, like
if I do something genuine and something negative comes from it, okay. I genuinely did that shit. I wouldn't have no malintent or nothing, but if some bullshit, if you interpret some bullshit, you think this other shit, you want to act a certain type of way, you want to create space, okay. Like dude said, his old lady said when he dropped all that shit off on him. Okay. I heard you, and I respect that. And I'm going to move accordingly off of what you just gave me.
What I realized, man, jumping into relationships, trying to figure out like why is it going this way if I jump into a new one. I found out there's some stuff I'm not over from the last relationship. I'm not over this person yet. And that's where people getting together with other people and they're not over their last person. Now you done bring all these people that you still got these connections, like a soul tie that you got a soul tie to and you ain't never broke it. So now you bring it into your new relationship Now you're expecting that person to do what that old person did. Are you expecting them to cook a certain type of way? Because you really ain't. People are like, oh, we broke up. But have you really broke up? Are you really over that last? And I had to realize, like, dang, there's some stuff I need to still get over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because you don't want to go into your next relationship on husband material.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to go back on friend material. You know what I mean? And learn somebody. You go in there doing what the husband be doing, what you was doing when you was married, and you go into your next relationship doing it. You gonna make her feel some type of way, like, oh yeah, he doing everything you a husband type.
And that's when you got to find out who you with. That person got to be strong enough for you to go to them.
But now, before all that, you got to give yourself some me time, learn how to be you again, and not move in husband lane, move in friend lane until you know what I mean.
And it ain't even that you want to go back to that person. You just see like
not even that person.
Yeah,
this is somebody totally new.
Yeah, totally new. But
you don't want to go into that new person on husband mode.
And if I go to the new person, like, look, I'm trying to work this out. It ain't because I want to be. I just can't bring those old spirits that I had in that relationship into this one because you're not her, and I know I got to learn you now.
Yeah.
So now I got to get this out of my system. So I'm
giving her all the husband potential with she Tatiana.
That's why I feel like
she Tatiana.
I think it's crazy when people always say what you bring to the table. I feel like when you go into a new relationship, you should try to build a brand new table. Because I don't want your drama from your old pad dropping on my table. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to break this shit down. We're going to start from the bottom up. If I can't even build a table with you, I don't need to be with you. You know what I'm saying? If we can build that shit from there, the base, leg to the table, to where we can hold all the shit we have on this table without it failing us for a long time, that's something you should want to be with, right? Mm-hmm. That's why I feel like, I mean, that just popped in my head. I just want to say that.
You gotta.
You got another question for us over there, woman, before we get up off of here?
All
right, well, shit. Oh, yeah.
It is.
We ready to get up out of here, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Always a good topic.
Like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? And do it again and again and again and share it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? With your next friend and your peoples and them, and your auntie and little cousins. You know?
Uncle Baby and them.
Yeah.
I need to figure out how to do it public.
Women's Wednesday, man. Tune in this Wednesday.
They shut my other stuff down, so I'm trying to figure it out. That's what I was over here doing.
And we'll see y'all next Monday.
I'm just gonna post
on Men's Motivational Monday.
Share it. Yeah. I'm gonna send it to you. I'll send it.
Got a big man. A chest on.
Hey, Chris, he's worldwide though.
I see a big man with a fake mug.
Yeah, but it ain't the same.
I got a big man. Smash. Still up on the block getting more cheddar cheese. Getting more money than that. Load the rest of these. Yeah. True accolades and academics. Rough, rugged, wild boy from start to finish. Stand. Don't finish with all my 10 toes. Put my heel down, cap muscle slow, taking over the industry and never industry. Rearranging the game, how right with the freedom of speech. I got a right hand, it's daily, but they left in a big man. Cause I'm counting money pools, got me standing on top of stove. Top with the fumes, going straight to my nose. See what to do, they made a bigger problem industries. I let them know that I'm right now with the speech. Everybody got a hand out on Turkey Day, but I'm truly thankful. I'm getting bags in a major way. I get honey after honey, the big face, big money, the big race, the lost in the sauce misplaced. The guys still don't know how to get it. A grand rate through the tri-state. My area is better than the veterans with the medicine. They talking like who can do it better than him. I'm on the block getting big cash, serving dog food, heroin money, grown trees, cause I'm on the block still selling mass weed. It's King David in the building, let her know my name. I get big chips on the block where you hang. I got a big man, a chest on, Swore I see a big man with that fake mean mug. I got a big man